Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Queen Bean Tarot. You can call me Jess. Hello to those returning. So I done this reading for myself earlier and I thought, wow, this came out really good. I'm going to do it for others. So I'm doing it for 2 star signs at a time. And it's the next good thing coming to you, like the next good thing. And I am going to be just seeing what comes out. So I've got you at the time of receiving the good thing, like where are you in life at the time, what is this good thing, how do you receive this good thing. Now what I mean is like how are you reacting to this good thing happening. Then I've got like, I'm going to try and get some timing on when this might happen. Some has had good timing, some hasn't. Is this next good thing worth accepting? Not every good thing that comes our way is worth it. Sometimes, you know, something in the future is going to be more worth it, you know. So I always ask that. 6, I'm asking the outcome if you do take this or accept this, or if, and also B, you know, if you don't take it or accept it, there is a possibility that you don't really get to accept it or not accept it. It just happens to you, or it's happening to someone that you were directly connected to. So yeah, I'm sort of really going with the flow with this. Like for me, it came out so beautiful and lovely and it was straightforward and I knew exactly what I was reading. And then I done a reading for, I think it was like Sagittarius and Capricorn, and I was just like, yep, this was not what I thought it was going to be. And then the last one, there's with, I think like when we got down to the very end, like to identify it was very difficult. Yeah, it was a little all over the place. But 7 is advice with how to deal with this good thing when it comes your way. So like if you have a bad way of receiving this information, or if you're not in a good place during the receiving, it's just some advice to help you out. Number 8 is how can you identify when this is actually happening, like, you know, how you are feeling, the events around you in your life at the time, what might be some things happening when this is offered to you, you know, what are some things that you might be able to pick up on. I'm doing this sort of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, A, B, and 7, and then an 8 on the side, but I've sort of just, the cards just go everywhere. I'm also using Vanessa Seminer's World Muse to just get some more information on this. So I am also going to tell you some information about the star signs I pull, which I've already done to save a whole heap of time in shuffling, because each one of these have been about 40 minutes and I'm trying to cut down and save some time. I will be putting these all up as you know, individuals. So like the Sagittarius and Capricorn reading is going to be under Sagittarius and Capricorn. I do state that these are probably going to be most effective, and you might find that these will be better for, like, if your sun sign is Scorpio, you would watch this one. It doesn't mean you can't watch your rising and moon, but it might just be a bit more, might resonate, be more effective, and be more accurate for your sun sign. Also, like, I am asking anyone comment if you've got both of these in your chart and where they might be placed. You know, how did you perceive this? Does it sound accurate? You know, I do like feedback. But for this one, we've got Aries, which is a sun sign, and we have Scorpio, which is a water sign, so fire and water. This is the first zodiac sign, and this is the 8th zodiac sign. This is actually opposite to Taurus, which is the second zodiac sign. So I'll pop this in here. I'm going to read some information on them. So your Aries, you were born from March 21st to April 19th. You are fire. You have more yang energy, which means more masculine, initiator, go-getter. You are, you know, very cardinal, so you're an initiator. You go for stuff. You like action. Your lucky day is Tuesday. Your body part is ruled by your head, obviously, because you are the ram. You hit things with your head. Your dominant keyword is I am. Your lucky numbers is 1 and 9. Your ruling planet is Mars, which is, Mars infuses, the Aries with aggression and courage and competitive spirit, but it's also, the planet of action. Your best compatible partners is actually a Gemini, a Leo, which is a sun sign, like a fire sign. Sagittarius is a fire sign. Aquarius is an air sign, and Gemini is also an air. Yes, Gemini is an air sign. I was thinking of Virgo for a second. No, Virgo's are earth signs. Scorpio has more yin energy, which is feminine sort of energy. Doesn't mean you're a woman, it just means you're more fluidity. You are fixed, so you are stabilizer. You are very stable, secure. You are a water element. Of course, your lucky day is Tuesday. Your dominant keyword is I desire. Your body part is ruled by your reproductive system and genitals. Scorpios do tend to have a lot of urges and be very comfortable. Not comfortable, but like, you know what you like, you know how you're a very deep person and you know what you like, especially with that. Your lucky numbers is 8 and 17. Your ruling planet is Pluto. Actually, traditionally, I should say, it was Mars, but now it's Pluto. Pluto represents transformation, rebirth, and anything like to do with the underworld, anything that influences Scorpios. Typically, you guys seek the truth, and you engage in like the cycles of transformation, like lunar cycles and stuff like that. However, traditionally, yous were ruled by Mars, which used to give you a bit of a layer of like aggression and passion and courage. So you used to actually, like, traditionally you were Mars and Aries is Mars, so there might be a connection with that. Now, Scorpio is Pluto, and that's probably due to the depth that you guys have. You're best compatible with Cancer, which is a water sign. Virgo is an earth sign. Capricorn is an earth sign, and Pisces is a water sign as well. All right, now let's see what these World Muse cards are. So we got Hidden in Plain Sight. Whatever this good thing is, it could be, it's right in front of you and you weren't aware. Something that's going to bring a giant change, a big change for you. Trust your intuition. See how she's blinded? But she's going to find her way because she's got her intuition guiding her. Everyone's got intuition. It's like a sixth sense. In touch with your body, which is going to also help with your intuition. Multiple streams. That could be income, or it could be more than one good thing. Like if you do have one good, like this is for the next good thing. It's not, the best good thing to come your way or whatever. It's the next one, regardless. So you might have, it might be income, it might be creative endeavors, might be partners. I mean, Scorpios do love what they love, and they're good at what they think that they're very sexual creatures, and they know what they like in the bedroom. They're very confident with that. Every Scorpio I've met and known are really good in the bedroom. I'm sorry, I know too much about the people I know. Know your worth. That's exactly it. Know your worth. It could be that you already know your worth, so you're not going to settle for anything. Okay, let's see. Awesome. Let's see. So, you at the time of this good thing coming your way. Ooh, I am taking reversals for this, by the way. Just because it can, it gives us more insight. Okay, so you might be in an uncomfortable predicament, where you might have lost something, like it says, an opportunity. You might have had a job offered to you and you took too long to respond and you lost it. You might have lost some money or material gain. I've got a feeling you're definitely feeling like you've passed up on something that was life-changing potentially. You're in a lacking mindset. You're in a, you know, like, damn it, like, why did I take so long? You know, it's sort of like, I'm getting the feeling like if there was like a raffle and it's like for a whole, like, for example, this is me just paraphrasing, like, it's for like a whole plot of land and a house and everything. The thing is, you had to be there at the time of it being drawn, and you read on the thing that it was on, I think, the 17th, and then someone else tells you, like, you've got this appointment on the 18th, and you've mixed them up thinking your appointment's on the 17th and the draw's on the 18th. It's something like that, and you miss out on it. They have to redraw. So it's something like that, like you missed out big time. That's how you feel. What is this good thing? Let's find out what this is. Now, remember, these are general readings, so because it's not one-on-one, this can be extremely vague. And look how much came out. Transition, leaving behind. I'm feeling like travel. A lot of extra, I'm hearing extracurricular. If you are still in school or something, you might be doing extracurricular things to be able to go on like a camp or an excursion or something. That's for someone very specific. Sorry, I've been talking a lot, so I do tend to lose my voice when I talk too much. I am a Taurus, so my ruling body part is my throat and my neck. It's going to seem risky when it first comes along to you. You might have it might either relieve a lot of your burdens, or it might be perceived to give you a lot of burdens. But because we have the Fool, I have a feeling more like it will release a lot of burdens. So this might be an offer or something that comes your way where you might need to travel. It might relieve you of certain burdens, but place different burdens onto you. So it's sort of like, I'm feeling like if it's like FIFO, which is fly in, fly out sort of work, it might actually relieve certain burdens, like money wise, but it's going to put burdens on you where it's like when you're home, you're going to be just as busy to do everything you didn't do while you were working away. However, it's as if it's going to give you some, I think it's like, I'm hearing freedom. It's like you're gonna be by yourself doing whatever you want. It might even remove some other responsibilities. Oh my god, something just flew at me and it terrified the hell out of me. Cat, why aren't you doing your job? She's meant to catch all the creepy crawlies, so they don't do that to me. Okay, maybe it's gonna terrify the hell out of you like that bug did just me. Like, I nearly like jumped out of my chair. Sorry guys, it's a sign. No. Anyway, it actually might free up some space or some time to the point you might be bored. Like, you might actually have some extra time, especially if it's fly in, fly out, like extra time when you're alone, extra time when you're flying and you're by yourself and you're like, oh wow, what do I do with all this spare time? Because of the job or whatever it is that's being offered to you, the opportunity is so different to what you're used to, or this next good thing, it's actually going to give you so much extra time and freedom. But like, I feel like it's not something you've ever done before. So if, for example, if it is a job, it's gonna be a kind of job, like I said, fly in, fly out, FIFO. You've probably never had a job like that before. You don't know what to perceive or what to expect. For others, this could be, you might actually win a trip to go somewhere or do something, like those cruises where they're like, win a cruise and you get to go somewhere. So I think like you might take on some extra burdens preparing for it. Like you might need like a passport, or you might need to set up like care for your children or something. You might be I feel like it's something you took, like you might have gambled on, like you bought a ticket into it, something like that it could be. I feel like this is going to reinvigorate you and re-spark. I'm hearing relight your star. That's very different. Okay, like it's like a new a star coming alive. Like you're gonna feel young again. You're gonna feel freedom, but you're gonna be, it's like, it's not spontaneous. I know I'm reading these to see if I can get the word that I'm chasing. It might be something, I feel like it's going to be something where it's going to open your eyes and you're going to maybe learn something new about yourself. Like you're like, I didn't realize I love to travel. I didn't realize I love the open sea so much. It's something like that. You're going to realize something about yourself that you weren't really 100% aware of. And it's gonna open some new thoughts and ideas, and maybe a new path for you. You're like, what if I, find out, what if I do this again and I'll take the family this time? Or what if I start doing a blog of all the places I travel to? Or you're gonna do something that's gonna open up your world a little bit more. Oh wow, that was a lot. I wasn't expecting that. It was a little bit hard because it's so vague. It can be so many different things. This could also be moving to a new location. There might be some negativities about the location you're moving to. But I feel like you're going to be able to deal with it. And you actually might love it more than you thought you originally were going to. So if you are moving and you think it's going to be negative, it probably will turn out to be better than you thought it was going to be. For those who might be divorcing and moving or having to, relocate due to divorce, you're actually you might be, I'm hearing like when you don't have the kids originally, like you're gonna be bored and not knowing what to do with yourself, but you end up finding out how to be a free spirit and to be your own person again. So how do you receive, like how do you take in, oh, they're both in reverse, okay. How do you react to this good news, this next good thing? Yeah. You might, I'm gonna say your reaction might be doubting this. Like, I feel like it's a bit of a shock and it's gonna hurt you. It's something that's gonna maybe be like, no, I never have anything good happen for me. Or it might actually, even like I mentioned, this could be divorce. It might be something that is perceived as bad. Like if you are being handed divorce papers, people sometimes perceive that as good, some people perceive it as bad. I don't know. This actually might be a very good thing for some of those people who are dealing with this. You might actually feel insecure and hurt, like you're like, oh my god, I did, like, what? However, if that's the case, you might jump immediately into thinking about, well, how much money am I going to get? How am I going to live? How am I going to do this? And you might actually, like, this shows like you might not have much responsibility with money or finances, and you might be a little bit reckless. If we're looking at how you're receiving it, you might feel slightly shocked and extremely not reactive, but you might be very, what's the word? You know how someone is like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like really, really loud and big, really big, loud, sort of a little bit reckless. You know, you jump around. I'm seeing, you know how Tom Cruise was on the Oprah Winfrey show when he was jumping around and he was acting a fool? That's what I'm seeing. Sorry guys, it's just what I'm saying. You might actually like big react to the point everyone looks at you. So there's a few ways to perceive that. Let's get, when does this good thing occur? I'm going to try and get some timing for you guys. This could be these big opposites. It could be because we got fire and water as well. Well, these aren't exactly opposite. They're very close to being on opposite sides of the zodiac sign. I don't like it when a lot of things come out, especially for timing. I'm just going to take this top one. Look how big this stack is. Oh, wait. This. Okay, and I'll take this one. I'm not taking this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going based on what I feel. So we've got the Eight of Cups and the Hanged Man. Now, this is timing. Now, I'm pretty sure the Hanged Man is summertime. So depending on where you live, that's very open. I know summertime for me right now, I'm in summertime, but I'm in Australia, guys, so it would be the opposite, I believe, for you guys. You are in winter, I am in summer. Well, for most American watchers. However, yeah, so summer or month, so this could happen in months time. But with the Eight of Cups, yeah, summer or months. Both of these say summer or months. So I would say anywhere up to 11 months or the next summertime. So in 11 months, it's not quite a year. That's why when it says months, it's always just short of a year. This could be your next summertime, so near a year's time. Or it can just cut in, like just be in right before we move on to autumn, fall. Because I think where I am located right now, this is summer is November, December, January. So we still got like the rest of December and all of January. This could happen, or it's gonna start in the next November. I would suggest, like, that is for Australia. So guys, please put this to your own cycles of the seasons. So is this next good thing worth accepting? Is it worth it? Is this going to be worth you taking the time, accepting it, going with it, doing it? Is it worth it? These are feeling a little bit messy. Let's see. Got a feeling it's psyching me out. Is it gonna be worth it? I'm just curious for my Aries and Scorpios. I'm gonna take the only one that isn't in reverse. Manipulation, debt, plans falling apart, and perseverance. From this, I'd say no. It's not worth it. I'd definitely say it's not worth it, which is weird because everything else up till right this moment has said yes. Now, if this is like the case where it's like, you know, for example, it's divorce, there might be the fact that in the divorce papers, they're taking more than they deserve. It could be that, hence the manipulation. However, I'm also getting, if you take this and it is like a job or something, it's like management might be like manipulative, or they're sort of covering how the real work environment, like they're not really being too forthcoming. You might actually get some better self-care out of it, but it's sort of like it might kilter you, like it might imbalance you, like you might be taking care of one part of your life way more than the other, to the point the scales are tipping astronomically, where you're like, well, I'm getting the best amount of money, but my sleep is really, really bad. Like, it's like that. It's going to be costly. And while you might not be going for the original big plan you have been going for, I feel like it might change the big plan you're going for. Like, you might actually, because this is actually an Aries and this is a Taurus, so I've got Aries here. With this, I feel like you might what's the saying, like, you know how you have to take a different step, like you're going on this path, but because you've accepted this, you might learn some things and go, ooh, okay, I just need to sidestep to fix up, like, or I need to lower my expectations. It's something like that. Like, the big picture is either going to take longer to get to it, or you know it's not the full, like, it's gonna gain you to the big picture eventually, but it's one, either going to take longer, or two, this is a time sensitive thing. Like, it could be you're only going to be living freely for, like, maybe it's like, for example, if it is a job, it's like contract work, or it's like only while someone's on maternity leave. It's something like that. I feel like you're gonna have to persevere and be quite resilient. You might need to put up some really strong boundaries. You might be burning the candle at both ends while you're doing this, but I feel like you know you're gonna be doing that. And from the moment you realize the illusion and you realize what it's gonna cost you, it's as if you reevaluated really quickly, and you've actually, that reevaluation has made you alter your plan for your big picture. It's not like you're like, oh, I can't get that now. No, it's like you've just altered it a little bit. You've added in a few more steps, or you've added some extra time to the timeline for you to achieve that big picture, and you're gonna like persevere because you know you have the ability to actually succeed at this. So you're gonna put in the energy and effort. It's gonna take a lot, I'm not gonna lie. It seems like everyone has had like, oh, yeah, is it worth it? Well, there's gonna be a cost. It's like everything that you accept, there's gonna be a charge for it. So, like, for example, if you do win, like, you know, a plot of land and a house being built, there might be some hiccups or speed bumps along the way, and you might be like, oh, this isn't bloody worth it, it's more of a headache. But you stick with it because the house is like 3/4 built, you know. It's not your fault it decided to piss down rain for a whole week, you know. Sorry, I am very Aussie. You know, it's something like that. So let's see what the outcome is if you do take and accept this, and we'll see the outcome. Okay, if you do accept this, ooh, I like when I see this in reverse. You might this might heal you. I'm hearing, you know, like when rough times forces you to do things you wouldn't, and it sort of gets you to heal. Like, it's like, I hear it's like rapid regeneration, like you're healing fast to the point like you're recovering quicker, like you're jumping leaps and bounds, like you're learning to cope with things a bit better. Like it's forcing your hand, I hear, like it's forcing you to do the things you didn't think you could, or heal in a way, or, you know, grow in a way you never expected, and you do end up getting balance. So even if this does put you out of balance, in the long run, this is healing. I hear it gives you more grit, it gives you more ability, it gets you more strength, it gets you more hard skin, you get harder skin. And because of that healing, you rebalance. You end up, I hear, it's like water off of a duck's back. You know how when ducks go under the water just trickles off their back because of their down, like their feathers. And it's like you're learning, you get that. You grab that ability from all of this that you had to deal with. You do look at this. You do persevere, and it is going to be worth it, because look what you walk away with. That's really good. It's like you got less nightmares, less worries, less overthinking, less stress, or you're learning to deal with your stress because you have to. Now, let's see if you don't take or accept this good thing. Like, if you don't take it, like that timeline, because I'm looking at it as like different timelines, because there's going to be like, you know, a life you live where you do take it, and there's going to be a life you experience if you don't take it. Like, what happens if you do not take this? Because not every person who's watching this will take it. Like, you might not even see it when it comes along, or you might miss it, or because there's thousands of things that get offered to us. Oh, okay, that's weird. There's thousands of things that come our way, and it's not just like, oh, there's only so many. No, there's hundreds of thousands of things. So if you don't take this, it's meant to be up here, I think. Like I said, I don't have a proper setup. A fair fight, peace after trouble, making amends. Okay, I think I'm hearing you're gonna have to bury the hatchet with a few people. So if this doesn't happen to you, you might have to, I'm hearing, deal with people. There's certain people, like, if I feel like if you do take the opportunity, it sort of removes you from a lot of that. It gives you that freedom, it gives you a different life per se, like it opens up different pathways. However, if you say no, you're still on that first original pathway, and you're still dealing with certain things. So you might need to reconcile, like, you know, say sorry, reconciliate with some people, or you might even fully cut some people out. I feel like there's a completion and recovery. This full circle might be a realization or healing, because this is past resentment. You might have to deal with and heal some past trauma or resentment. Moving on even stronger. So you do move on even stronger. So I feel like I'm hearing, do I stay or do I go now? If you do, it doesn't matter, you are going to win. You're very lucky. Oh, it's a cicada, guys. Cicada. So they're the things that always make those weird sounds. They leave those shells around on the trees. Maybe you're learning to shed off your old shell and fly and be very noisy and scare the crap out of me. I jumped before when it flew into me. I think it was the last reading. I literally like jumped out of, or was it this reading? I don't know. Timing isn't working with me right now, guys. But this is completion. I'm not hearing victory. I'm just hearing harmony. It's like you bury the hatchets with some things. You move past something. You might mend some bridges, cut some bridges, burn some bridges, but you are happy with it. You're content, and once you've wrapped it up, you move on and you're stronger for it. So you're good if you don't take it. You're good if you do take it. You're one of those lucky ass people who, if you don't take it, you're good. If you do take it, you're good. You're lucky. Very lucky, my friends. Very, very lucky. Because if you don't take it, it's as if something else is going to come along anyway. So advice with how to deal with this good thing when it comes your way. Any advice? Any advice? Because I believe for how do you receive this is actually this, where you're at the point of doubting, you're sort of you know, a bit reckless and, you know, loud and jumping onto it. So, but you're also doubting it. So as advice, ooh, okay, alrighty, your advice is to just go with it. So everything that comes your way, just accept it and go. Take anything that rolls your way. So when this happens, I think instead of exploding and going crazy and whatnot, it's telling you to accept and move on, to go with it and then build a new, like, just accept it and go, okay, now what do I do? I think it's like just even if it's so out there, it's telling you to be prepared for the unprepared, so that you can accept it more gracefully, so that you can expect fire to start and you'll be like, okay guys, let me just grab the fire extinguisher and just psh, there we go, there was nothing to be worried about, and everyone's like screaming and running and you're just like gliding on in. I see oh, is it Glinda's the Good Witch, Wizard of Oz? And she's just like, oh, dainty, and oh, let me just press, and you know, I'm getting that. Like, you're just like, oh, I can help you. Oh, let's go and do this. Like, you're really like, there's absolute utter chaos and you're just as cool as a cucumber. So I think it's telling you to expect the unexpected and to just glide on through. Ooh. Now let's see, how can you identify when this is actually happening? Is there going to be some, like, a point in your life, or how you're feeling, or what you're dealing with in your life? This came out sideways. I don't like when they come out sideways, because you're meant to read them both upside and, you know, reversed. So any identify, oh, okay, so you might be working on your self-love, boosting your confidence at the time, and because this was in the sideways position, so you were dealing with self-esteem issues, and I think you're trying to work on it, but you're like in limbo with that. So your self-esteem is still a little low, or something has knocked it and you're trying to build that up again. And then this is impulsiveness. You might feel quite hungry. I'm hearing, if like you got a spending habit, you might be jumping, like, you know, spending money is that instant gratification. You might be jumping for a change and actually being a little reckless. I'm hearing gambling as well. You might be trying, like, wanting something to change. You're trying to force it at the time. So you might be quite trying to force your healing, or you're trying to forcefully boost your own confidence a little, I'm hearing. Yeah. So while you're trying to heal and you're getting impatient with your healing, like the journey of it, because it does take a long time, guys, it does. So if you're feeling insecure and you have, you know, been knocked down either by someone else, a job, yourself, a family member, a friend, this makes a lot of sense with like this Five of Swords in reverse, where if you don't take it, you are having to mend some bridges and burn some others. If someone has done this and you've had a bit of a, you know, you're in the middle of learning to love yourself again, or you've had a bit of a confidence lacking because of whatever harmful stuff other people have said, or whatever you've said, or you could have actually said something to someone else and been like, I never thought I was that kind of person. Because like Scorpios, you use a very deep feeling. Meanwhile, Aries, you use the burn, and you can be quite vicious when you're mad. I'm not gonna lie, very vicious when you're angry, aggression. Don't get me wrong, Scorpios can be horrible when they're angry. These two star signs, don't F with them when they're mad. It's like, yeah. So I think you might be like, I didn't think I was that. Like, you might hit an all-time low and it actually hurts yourself more than it hurts the person you're trying to hurt, I'm hearing. You might have been a bit more like this than you planned to be, and you're trying to heal this. Or, like I said, you're in the middle of healing. It could be after a relationship. It could be anything like that. But you're also at the point you're not feeling strong, and you might be trying to jump and force things along where you shouldn't be. So when you get to these sort of feelings, like your fire is doused, or you're exhausted and you're still healing and you're still trying to get through this, like this healing, and you're actually, you know, at the time you're meant to be worried about finances and feeling like you're lacking, which could also be reflecting on when you are feeling like you don't have as much confidence, your fire is doused, and you want change to happen, and you're impatient, and you're trying to make yourself feel good, even if it's just for a moment, either with, like, you know, all your, you know, spending, eating, making love, you know, sexy time with men and women. You're trying to get something or do something for gratification, even if it's for a short period of time. You're trying to feel good in any way you can. You're trying to boost yourself up. So yeah, when you're at that point in your life, this will most likely happen. So yeah, I did get these timing cards. This might just be an initiator for you to, you could be in this for quite some time. So if you recognize this, know something is going to be offered to you, and if you do take it or don't take it, it's still a good turnout for you. You win either way. Very lucky, Aries and Scorpio. My grandmother was an Aries, and you have luck unlike anyone else. Literally, give you a scratchy, you can win. I don't know what it is. You guys are lucky. Bet on a horse, it comes up. I don't know what to tell you guys, but you are very, very lucky star sign. So that's what I have for you, and I am leaving you with lots of love, light, and positive vibes. And let me know if this resonates. Please comment, like, share. I'd love it if you would subscribe. I have 9 subscribers right now. Love yous all. I love seeing an extra number or more people who do resonate. They do connect with this, and they like the the information and the, you know, what I come across with and what I give as information to everyone. But yes, so yes, I would love that, but I'm leaving you with lots of love, light and positive vibes, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.